everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Iowa State Cyclones. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Palr, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Mustangs will kick it away to get this game going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Going to run it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Important second down play coming up. Took contact on the throw. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. It's a draw play. In the clear at the 25. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's third down and 2. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. And that will pick up the first down. A spot at the 38.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Cyclones lining up here on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's, Kirk, flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. So now on comes the field goal unit. You missed it. Field goal, no good. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. What a poor kicker.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. A new set of downs after that completion. And the single back takes the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Mustangs with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Finding some room at the 25. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ponies. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So second down after the incompletion. He'll hand it off. Gets into space at the 50. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job. You can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
That's a solid run. Good for first down yardage. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. On the run here, lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Fighting off the defender. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on a play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it here. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Handoff to the back. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the punt heads out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 45. Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And there's the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. It's going to cost himself a game.
SMU offense is back out on the field now. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The completion makes it second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks loose at the 40. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
And the Mustangs will have 1st and 10 here. Now here's the toss play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The returner is brought down to start with the next drive. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the same runner's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Defense stops him short of the mark, so now it's 4th down. The Mustangs will line up to kick it away. Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. He's going to throw for the first down. The ball is picked off. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Oh, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Looks to the left, pass caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it. He's picked for a third time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 20. At the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Man, what a play by this linebacker. Just sitting back in zone coverage, does a really good job of reading the eyes of this quarterback, anticipates that throw, steps in front, and walks to the end zone for a touchdown.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the sophomore making an impact play.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
A minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
SMU 14, Iowa State.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 97, set to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Brought down near the 4-yard line. It's now second and goal.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now they get set to kick it away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain. They'll
try the right here. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
The Cyclones trying to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. SMU offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Handoff heading left. Running through the tackle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Here's the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Crucial third down play right here. They'll try the option play here. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the Mustangs come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And here's the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
He's tackled at the 12-yard line. Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Here comes a handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ponies.
Touchdown, SMU.
Kicking team on now for the extra point.
With the carry. The kicker on for the extra point.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
28, Iowa State 7.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. And now they'll run it on the draw. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
On the set.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Ball handed off. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. The pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Hoffman. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Cyclones moving quickly down the field here. An inside give now from the shotgun. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And then first down, right back to the running game. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Picks up 6. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, SMU 28, Iowa State 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back. QB to the tight end for a completion. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
The Cyclones starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Receiver makes the grab. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And the Cyclones line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He finds his man. Defense drops him for a loss. tougher second down on the way.
Brings up second and goal.
Ready up. 42 Spider.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Hits the running back in the flat. Touchdown, Cyclones. Strong game by this quarterback. Now to try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Iowa State, 14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And they'll use the ground game here. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Iowa State offense takes the field now. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Nice throw, caught for a completion. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go.
And he drops back in the gun. The sure hands. It's Hoffman. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The Cyclones come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. That's a design quarterback keeper. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Now, 4th down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Cut it, cut it.
4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple of scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
And he shoved out of bounds for the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. He's got it right near the end zone.
Hey, the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds. Gives the offense a chance to regroup, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical fourth down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down.
Lasso!
They'll hand it off. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. So here we go. Fourth quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They'll run it to the right side. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And the runner takes off to his right. And they'll stop him after a short gain. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. So far, third down, and the crowd really getting into it. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, SMU.
The Mustangs will bring their punt team on the field now.
On to kick it away.
This one will be fair caught. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here, but they got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket now. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Close to the tight end. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. We're set for an exciting finish. Not much time left. Offense likely has one final drive. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock.